Greetings fellow Vita fans, this is James with PS Vita at 2 AM coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. Been a minute and a half since I've covered some PlayStation Vita sales, and since many people in the comment section have been asking for a new video, here we are! Now, as per my promise from the last video I had done, here are all of the physical sales going on right now for our little device. Think of this feature as DLC for this channel. It's weird, I know. First up, Best Buy is having a clearance sale on select titles for the PlayStation Vita right now. They're having it for Atiwari Romano Cheese, Mask of Deception, Hakyoko Kyoto Winds, Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, Code Realize Wintertide Miracles, and Exist Archive, The Other Side of the Sky. I put Hakyoko over it just because I didn't want it to be lonely. These clearances are by no means the best out there. In fact, you probably could get them cheaper at GameStop, but they are brand new and factory sealed, so I figured for those of you who might be interested in something like this, I should make you aware about it. And special thanks to PSN user Chuck Justice for letting me know about these savings. We appreciate you, Chuck! And Amazon is having a special 20% discount on PlayStation Vita case cartridge holders. Each are retailing for $14.99 USD. One can hold 88 games and the other can hold 100 games, so I think it's pretty obvious which one would take priority here. Get in on the deal, man! And the next sale here isn't really so much a sale as it is a restock of sorts. PlayAsia has gotten more copies of the Asian English version of Muramasa Rebirth. And again, while this technically isn't a sale, since this is a brand new copy and brand new copies of Muramasa can go for $70+ alone on eBay, I figured, hey, getting it for $39.99 in its shrink wrap is a pretty awesome thing. Just keep in mind, of course, guys, that this is the Asian English version, not the US version. But the same rules apply to it. It's in English. It'll work on any region PlayStation Vita, and of course I will have all of the sales linked in the description below for your convenience. So yeah, pretty sweet. Okay, now that we've gotten all the physical sales out of the way, here comes the digital that you all know and love. And of course, these cover North America, Australia, Europe, the UK, Asia, and Japan. And we shall be starting off with, wait for it, North America! Now Australia, baby! I try my best to hype it up and it just ends up being that. Well, out of the very small select games that we had going there, I am going to be choosing Ys 8, Lacramosa of Donna, because I pretty much have no choice at this point. But not without warrant, because it is a very, very solid game. Ys returns with a brand new adventure, well, it did back then. For the first time in 8 years, Adol awakens shipwrecked and stranded on a cursed island. There he and the other shipwrecked passengers he rescues from a village to challenge fearsome bosses, beasts, and mysterious ruins on the isolated island. A 3D hack-and-slash RPG if there ever was one, which is extremely fast-paced. Falcom, you really hit it out of the park when you nailed this baseball. Thus, for all of you out there, if you exhausted all possibilities and have finished Tokyo Xanadu, which you all should have, then Lacramosa of Donna is a perfect game to play afterwards, even though I'm assuming everybody out there probably played this one first. Got myself a little depressed there. Let's move on to Europe. And now Europe. Oh, come on here, it's the exact same thing! Well, I didn't think it was possible, but I think my choices are even more limited than they were in the previous region I talked about. Well, I will say one thing at least. The games on here are pretty solid titles, be it small as they may. And because of that, Axiom Verge is my pick out of the 4. But, much like with Lacramosa of Donna, it is extremely warranted because out of all the Metroidvania games that I have personally played on the PlayStation Vita, this is probably the best one. It really does make you feel like you're playing the NES back in your childhood days. Or if you're younger than me, which I am very upset about, a new style of Metroid game. A throwback, as it were, because it replicates everything awesome that the Metroid series did back in the NES era. And true, while you might not be playing as Alucard, you do play as this sort of random scientist-like guy or something, which is almost just as good, I guess? Well, okay, it's not, but it's still a really fun game. Now let's move on to Asia, because you just know that they're gonna have good stuff. Japan, come on over! Yeah, as expected. That was pretty awesome compared to the rest of us. Well, I had a lot more choices when it came to this region, or regions, so I'm going to be choosing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, the first game in the series. With an engaging storyline, turn-based battles, and tons of Digimon to collect, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has everything fans loved about the Digimon series. And yeah, I think this is kind of one of those games that just ends up speaking for itself. It's a Digimon game, and it's turn-based with a pretty great story. Although I will say that I think I did like the story a tad bit more on Hacker's Memory, which is the game that came out after this one. But yeah, if you're a Digimon fan, and you love turn-based RPGs with good storylines, this'll do ya. Agumon! Well, those sales were certainly a thing. Hey, at least we had the physical to kind of back us up though this time. So yeah, guys, let me know which game you're going to be playing this week. Which digital sales really spoke to you out of like the 4 we got here in the West. But yeah, seriously, let me know which ones you're going to be picking up. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Dennis R. Huggins Jr., Joshua Williams, Kyle Brooks, Adam Sondi, Ruben Gutierrez, Saul Ramirez, Hero Acer, BMF, Phantom XRS, Gutter Drums, Richard Cruz, Jared Haddo, JR, Buzz Sayan, Kevin Enright, E-Rock, Jelle, Heston Joseph, Pierre Sterner, Mario Cruz, Aaron Swanson, Adam Thury, Larry Anderson, Rodrigo Vera, Skulshur Tugel TCG, David Ray, Neo Arashi, Matt Fox, Jace Ballerin, and Reiko Star. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your lovely portrait on this end screen here, then check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do so down there. And I swear guys, the lack of digital sales on the PlayStation Vita stores of late drives me to drink a 6-pack of Root beer.